Hello and welcome to the CHINWAG, a new series we're going to have going on the Football Zone, where we're going to talk about
Brand new.
talk about what's happening over the weekend and things like that.
All things football, not just Premier League like we normally do. It's like everything to do with football.
Yeah.
So we'll go through the games that we watched.
But before we do
first.
that, like, comment and subscribe.
Oh yeah, let's get into the start.
Yeah.
Make sure everyone likes and subscribes.
Yeah, before you watch it. Thanks.
Exactly, please. I beg. I really do beg.
Just do that now before we start talking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Give you 5 seconds like everyone says.
The generic YouTube thing.
5 seconds to hit the like button.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Right, go on.
games that I watched. So I missed the Spurs Arsenal game because I completely
watched
forgot.
that one.
I completely forgot that Premier League football was back. So I didn't watch that, and then I was like, oh, my actual team's playing in about 5 minutes time because I watched the F1 qualifying, and then I was like, oh, my team's playing in like 5 minutes time. I should probably turn that on.
What's that on a dodgy stream then? Yeah.
We won't be saying that on
3
YouTube.
o'clock kickoffs.
That should be abandoned.
That's so annoying. I can't even
conversation.
remember
Actually,
what that.
the CHINWAG. It's about football, so let's
we're
talk
just
about it.
talking. I can't even remember what the reasoning behind that was.
So
It's
the
some
reason
sort of
behind
TV licensing thing, wasn't
no.
it?
So the genuine reason behind the 3 o'clock kickoff is so people would go to the games because stadium attendances was down. So the government stepped in and
What's the
in
government getting involved for?
exactly. Well, I'm gonna guess it's the FA and the government because the FA is like the sporting thing of the country.
Governing body of football.
Yeah, and then they also get funded by the government. So they thought, let's put in a rule where we can't show the 3 o'clock kickoffs because the majority of kickoffs are at 3 o'clock. But if I could go to the stadium and watch the game, I would, but I can't because all the tickets are sold out. Some guy in Venezuela or Colombia,
that annoyed me so
or
much.
America or Tenerife or France or Italy can all watch my team play at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, right? But I can't watch my team play at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I can't get in the stadium because the tickets are sold out, and I can't watch it.
See,
on
that
the
annoyed
TV.
me because
Josh.
No, me and my dad went down to watch because we're Liverpool supporters. We went down watch some games, and last game of the season we could have won the league by point last season. So we went down.
Was that a 3 o'clock?
What?
Was that a 3 o'clock kickoff?
Yeah, it was, but no, it wasn't actually. Last game of the season because all of them were they were on TVs actually. Because we went down, we couldn't get tickets at first because we don't have an L postcode. So we're like, we'll go down see if we can get tickets down anyway. If not, we'll watch it in a local bar. Stood watching the players come in and stuff like that, and then a bunch of randomers come with tickets, and I heard them talking, and they was just like, "Oh, we got tickets." I think they were from South America. I can't remember where they said they were from. They're like, "Oh, we've come over for the weekend to watch the game." I was just like, "How have you got tickets then?"
Exactly.
Over me. I live in England and I still can't get tickets.
You're a Liverpool supporter. It's not even for any special game. I just wanted to go watch a game of Newcastle, and every single game is sold out. I'm not going in the away section.
Well, it's what you get for getting a new membership and you don't have points on your membership, isn't it?
Well, it's not
you
even.
Can't get tickets, but
it's not even that. But like, I want to go watch a game, but I can't. So then they're going, "Oh yeah, by the way, you can't also watch that game because it's 3 o'clock, and you should go. You should go watch it."
We tried getting tickets for Liverpool and Norwich last season. So, I was in the queue an hour and a half before tickets came out, and I was number 72,000 in the queue for the tickets. Bearing in mind with 55,000 capacity stadium or whatever. I was just like,
God.
And that's not me getting any tickets.
Exactly, but let's go on to what happened this weekend. So I didn't watch the
North London derby.
Yeah, so I mean I saw the highlights at least, so I kind of know exactly what went down. But explain to us what happened.
Arsenal are just something else at the minute. They're just the way they're playing, the way they're performing, no matter what, is always on point.
Yeah.
Spurs don't look like they've got an identity in how they want to play football.
And I've been hailing this.
Doesn't like
since the start of the season, since the Wolves. We can go back to the first video that we made. I said when they played against Wolves, it didn't look like they deserved the win. And I'm going to say this now, they don't have an identity, they just want to sit behind the ball. And when they go forward, and I've said this before, there's no options.
But there should be, like, they've got a quality side there. They really do. But they don't seem like they've got any continuity, don't have a single way of playing. They play with the 3 forwards, which was working really well for them last season, but they don't seem to have a way of getting them forwards on the ball. So could there be...
Which is mental, though, because the 3 forwards on that team are 3 of the best forwards in the world.
Yeah.
At the moment, Kulusevski, Kane, Son, like realistically...
Kulusevski wasn't playing because he's suspended or had an injury, something like that.
But
so it's Richarlison who's on form.
Very well.
Kane and Son. But they don't seem to have any link. Like, because they play the Bentancur and Højbjerg in midfield, they're always... Well, Bentancur's always looking to be progressive, but there's no one dropping in. Yeah. They always seem to have those 2 going in behind and then Kane swanning off somewhere like he does for England. Kane frustrates the life out of me, I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Don't care how many goals he's scored.
He just scores in the box.
If he wants to be a striker, be there.
Exactly.
Be there. He's always seemed to be the one who's pulling out wide and putting the ball into the box exactly where he should be.
Exactly. And that's where... A world-class winger such as Kulusevski and Son need to be the ones that are putting in those balls, or even the left and right wing backs. Like those are the people that instead should be putting in the ball in the box. The players such as Kulusevski, Son, and Kane to finish. Yeah, the 3 clinical finishes.
But on the hand of Arsenal, though, like one note, because we're just talking football, the resurgence of Granit Xhaka. Is absolutely insane.
I've had him to get a yellow card pretty much every single game of that I've watched them play on my bets, and he never seems to get a yellow card anymore.
Honestly, he's just playing in a different manner, because obviously it was about 2 seasons ago. It was the whole him getting booed and him throwing his captain's armband and shirt on the floor and clapping off at the fans and things like that, and then getting sent off every other game. Yeah. Now you can't get that man out of your team.
Exactly.
He's just on absolute fire, but it goes alongside with the absolute sheer passion of Arsenal right now. Like, you've got Zinchenko down on his knees celebrating when they're scoring, things like that.
But the thing is, though, like, if you want to win games and you want to win the league, you've got to have that passion. You've just got to have that passion.
But here's a question that was thrown around last season. There was about 3 managers. Who's the better manager? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Frank Lampard, and Mikel Arteta.
One's managing...
Who's the better manager?
Do you want to know something, right? I'm pretty sure... Where's my phone? I'm pretty sure Everton are 2 points behind Manchester United.
Everton haven't lost in 7 games, you know.
Exactly.
Which is mad.
Everton are 2 points behind Manchester United. 1 point behind us. Yep. But the thing is, though, everyone's just been clapping at them saying, oh, they're not good enough. They've won 2 games, we've won 2 games, they've drawn 4 and lost 2.
I mean, doing alright.
Realistically, have they faced anyone difficult? I don't think they've faced anyone that difficult.
They've played us, but...
To be fair, they deserve to beat us.
Us this season aren't very difficult, but that will come to another point.
I mean, Chelsea, they got beat, so the only good team they really played this season, they got beat off. Yeah. Haven't played anyone. Like, genuinely. They played Southampton, West Ham, Leeds,
Did you see
Brentford, Nottingham Forest.
The video doing it might have been just before international break of a couple of them dancing around in the change rooms.
Who was this?
Everton, Onana, Yerry Mina, Damari Gray, and Alex Iwobi dancing in the change rooms. And like I don't know if anyone's seen the account. I think it was Rising Ballers. They posted and saying like sick vibes in Everton's change room. Someone commented under relegation vibes.
To be fair, I don't think they're going to get relegated. I think
I predicted them to be relegated, but anyway.
So did I.
I hope they get relegated, but that's another point. What games did you watch?
So I watched the Newcastle Fulham. I missed the first 8 minutes of the game. Definitely not trying to get a stream up or anything like that. But I missed the most pivotal point of the game.
There was a sending off.
In the send off. I didn't even see why he got sent off. I still haven't seen why he got sent off.
I haven't either, I'm not going to lie.
And I'm not going to lie, after that, Fulham just didn't have a foothold. They had nothing in the game at all.
No.
We just took our time, picked them apart. Miggy Almiron looked like prime Neymar. He could have got a hat trick, but he kept on. He was offside about 15 times that game.
Well, yeah, but that's Almiron. Like, one's enough.
See, he got two goals.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying one's enough for him.
Yeah.
You know?
But he could have got a hat trick. But he was constantly offside. Bruno obviously just controlling the game completely, as per usual.
It's good for you, is that win.
It was a bit annoying that we conceded a goal though, because like a clean sheet one is good, an extra point in the goal difference is good around that sort of table, around that part of the table, like 7th, 8th, 9th.
Yeah, trying
one
to push
goal difference
into
can
Europe.
be difference.
Yeah.
Which we saw last season.
Yeah.
Man
True.
United won literally like 0 goal difference at the end of the season or something like that, or very close to.
There was a point in the season when every team, barring Liverpool and City, were like minus goal difference or something,
Which
all
is
around
crazy.
0 last season, which is mad. But yeah, good win for yous. And then Manchester derby yesterday.
Well, I actually watched the Wolves West Ham.
Wolves West Ham, which
I mean,
Bruno Lage has now been sacked. Wolves managers
I
now
can
being sacked.
see why, because I've watched a few games of Wolves.
Well, no, they've only won one in the last 15 games.
Yeah, but
Wolves.
like they haven't been so progressive.
The thing with Wolves is they were always consistent. They were never a standout, but they would always win games.
Every
They'd
now and
always
then,
pick up points, and they would always seem to, at the end of the season, be like 8th or 9th.
And
But they're without a win in 15, and they're probably bottom 3 now.
yeah,
Who's the last being
18th.
sacked?
18th.
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest are below them, and Leicester on 1 point.
Well, Leicester and Forest play tonight as well,
That's a big game.
which is a. Can you say a 6-pointer at this stage of the season already? 7 games in, 6-pointers.
Yeah.
Because the way they're going.
Realistically, Leicester have got to win. Like, there's not, if they don't win that game, I don't see them winning many more games.
But that was massive for West Ham to get that win as well, because West Ham hadn't won this season, or only barely scraped by this season so far in the Prem as well. Because they were sat like 16th.
I was going to say that they
before that game. So,
and they've made a lot of investments in the summer as well.
But they looked really good as well.
They did look good. They did.
With
that news,
Skamak.
It took a bit of a deflection, but you take them.
Yeah.
Jared Bowen's finger at the end. Did you see it?
Oh that was bad. I've had that as well.
That went right through me.
Yeah.
It wasn't too nice to look at.
Yeah. North London. Manchester derby.
Yeah. Manchester derby. I switched it off after 5-1 because I just got bored of watching the game, because it was just, I don't know, boring to watch.
Foden and Haaland.
No, like, I'm not a Manchester United fan or a City fan. I don't really care. But like, I don't know. I just felt like it wasn't a game of football. It wasn't like, there wasn't any urgency or
just at another
intensity
level. It's just insane to watch Man City play football.
People were like, "Oh,
obscene.
Haaland only scores goals and he only has 1 touch of the ball." Do you see the cross that he put in for Foden?
3 goals, 2 assists yesterday.
Exactly, it was insane.
Yeah, they're just ticking on all cylinders, and like I said at the start of the season, I think they'll go undefeated this season in the Prem.
Are they still undefeated?
Yeah, they drew 2.
1 against us, which they should have lost.
1 against Hughes, and the other one was against Villa. 3-3 against Hughes, 1-1 against Villa.
Yeah.
It's
just odd on that one. They should have lost that one as well. That's the funny thing.
But I said at the start of the season, I don't think they're going to lose a game. See,
I don't see them losing a game.
Just
but
the
if they
played
the same way as they played against Aston Villa ever again in the league.
I mean, you saw they played Akanji and Aki at centre half.
Yeah. But Akanji, I don't think you can see his second. He's first team. The way he plays is unreal.
He is, but like they were without the 3 starter centre halves in Stones, Diaz, and Laporte.
Didn't Walker go off injured or not?
Walker went off injured at one point as well in the second half, but they started with a weakened partnership at the back who have never played together before.
Yeah.
They conceded once, and that was off an Anthony Weldy.
But they conceded 3 times.
No, but when those two were paired, because then Laporte came on,
Oh,
and
did
then
he?
that's when
I switched off. I switched off for 5-1.
Laporte came back from injury, then Martial scored a pen and scored another one.
Yeah.
Well,
there's something there for Manchester United to look at. Like, realistically, Anthony, you can see, has quality. Because if he doesn't, like...
I mean, what, did he put 2 games, 2 goals or something like
that? Martial getting 2 goals.
Yeah. Casemiro still sat on the bench, though, from the off. McTominay starting over him. Surely that's got to change.
The thing is, though, Man United's midfield just looked dead. Like,
I said before the game that Fernandes would ghost it.
Like, but there was nothing. There was no presence. There was nothing. Like, that back four was so exposed.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even their fault that they conceded so many goals. No one was.
Varane went off injured because he couldn't be bothered anymore.
Like, realistically, but what was the point in being there?
Yeah.
There was no point because no one was putting any pressure on the attack.
Well, on that point, then Ronaldo benched whole game,
which is deserved because it would have been even worse. It would have been 7-8.
Eric Ten Hag came out and said that he didn't deserve to come on because of his legacy. Like, it's embarrassing for him to play in those
because
games.
He can't be bothered
to
run after the ball. He can't be bothered to fit in another manager's sort of. So
system mould.
Yeah. So when he was good, managers changed the system to fit him.
Yeah.
Like Real Madrid, like we've said before, changed him to a striker. Juventus played him, and then they completely shaped the team around them. Juventus fell off a cliff. Now don't have an actual character or way of play.
Anything.
But now there's a manager that goes, no, we're playing my system, and you're gonna fit to my system. He cries on like a little baby, and then there's Roy Keane crying on saying, "Oh, he played well in the past, so we have to play him now." Yeah. He doesn't fit in the system. He's too old. He's washed. He's gone. He's not a good player anymore.
Do you see that rant where Roy Keane and Mika were in the studio after the game? And,
I saw a bit of it.
And Mika was like, "Oh well, the system," and then Roy Keane's, "Oh, the system." But what he doesn't understand is that's the way the modern
game
football is played.
You can't just snap someone's ankles and play through ball anymore.
But that's the thing is, when he was in their days, it was all about your best players on the pitch play well. Exactly. Now it's the best system wins your matches.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
You've seen Ake and Akanji, and then Walker coming off, and then they didn't even play with the CDM. It doesn't matter about the players 90%. Well,
it matters a bit about the players, but it's not always about the best players win. It's about the best systems win. I mean,
if you look at last season
versus
Chelsea as well, this season.
Yeah. Well, last season, Champions League, Real Madrid won the Champions League. They didn't have the best squad, the best players.
Yeah.
But they had the best system and knew how to win those games. Exactly. I mean, they should have got beat off PSG. They should have got beat against Man City. Should have got beat off us in the final.
Exactly.
But they didn't. Because of the system that they play.
Did they play Chelsea? They did play Chelsea, didn't they? And they scored like a 92nd minute winner.
They should have got beat off Chelsea as well.
Yeah, they should have got beat off Chelsea. They had a hard run, but they should have got beat off
everyone.
Wow.
Yeah. But they still end up winning the league. And on the subject of Chelsea then, Christopher Nkunku has apparently signed a pre-contract agreement with them.
Which, I'm not gonna lie, he's an incredible player. Like, yeah. I've said
they were supposed to keep the medical a secret, but the medical happened a couple of weeks ago, and then someone's leaked it, and then apparently they signed a pre-contract agreement. So I think his release clause is 63 million euro. So you're looking at about 52 million quid. Nkunku.
I think he's a very good player, but again, he's in the Bundesliga.
Yes, but he is still only 25-year-old as well.
Also, I think he's shone more in the Champions League. If you've watched some of the games,
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, if I'm being honest, that's the only really time that I've seen him.
Yeah,
he's played well in the Champions League.
I mean, if you look at his stats from last season, they're absolutely obscene as well. His goals and assists from last season are absolutely crazy.
If you get them up. But I'll also talk about Chelsea as well. They beat Crystal Palace 2-1, I think it was.
Yeah,
Conor Gallagher
last minute winner.
What a strike it was though.
Yeah.
But did you see that little kid that was like that kid that like keeps on screaming about Chelsea on TikTok. That's so funny.
Yeah,
Oh my God!
in QQ, 34 games in the Bundesliga last season, 20 goals, 13 assists. So you got 33 goal involvements in 34 games. That's Bundesliga. You got 7 goals in 6 Champions League games last season.
Fair play.
In the Deutsche Pokal, he got 6 goal involvements in 6 games. In the Super Cup, he got 2 goal involvements in 1 game. And in the Europe League, he got 4 goals in 6 games. So you're talking every time he played, he got a goal or assist. Every game that he played last season, he was involved.
He looks like a serious player, and
well, Chelsea's going to find the right way of working him as well, because he can play
as a centre mid.
He can play as a centre mid. He can play as a cam. He can play from the left. He can play as a centre forward.
The thing is, though, could this be the system that he works in that system? Like how Tuchel actually wanted him to play. How he played with those 2 cams,
two tens, and then a striker
that kind of like floated around into the wing and into the central.
But what's Graham Potter going to do?
We don't know.
Because has he been playing 4-2-3-1?
No, he hasn't playing 4 at the back. He's been playing 5 at the back.
Has he still been playing 5 at the back?
That's the system. You talked about it in the club revamp.
Yeah, I know that, but I just saw his lineup at the weekend.
I didn't see what he played on the weekend. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. But
it might still, right, that is his playing. So will he go with the 3-4-3?
Realistically, I don't know.
Or will he drop in to have more stability in the midfield and have leaving 2 up top and then 3 midfield, your 2 wing backs, your 3 centre halves?
It really depends how they play it, because I feel like Nkunku must play with a lot of freedom in that team.
Which means he would have to play as part of the 3 up front. I think will work.
It would. I mean, he's clearly got quality.
Him, Sterling, and somebody else. Maybe Havertz. Because if you think those 3...
I mean, they're not going to drop Havertz. They just don't. They just never
fair
drop
enough,
Havertz.
those 3, that none of them are a striker, but all of them are very, very free-flowing players. Which
Sterling can play on either wing and up top.
Which could really, really work if they don't want to have a number 9 per se, like Man City didn't have one last season.
Well, they've got a Aubameyang.
Yeah, but that's short-term fix, that, isn't it? But then again, they've got Broha as well.
Yeah.
Who looks really good.
I know, but they don't play him. They just don't.
But then again, that was Tuchel who wasn't playing him.
True.
Graham Potter, one for youth. He's just signed a new long-term contract as well. Could he come in and start playing in that as well? Nice to see. Other news from the weekend? As we got.
What was I going to say? The game that I also watched after the Man City, which is the Leeds Aston Villa game. Yeah. Aston Villa just looked so flat, they couldn't create anything, and even when Leeds went down with 10 men, they just couldn't do anything.
Which worries me about Villa is because they've got such a good squad on paper, such a good first team, and such a good bench as well.
On paper, they've got a good team, like Leon Bailey, Coutinho, Ollie Watkins, Ings, Ramsey.
Emil Buendia, Ramsey, McGinn, Douglas Luiz, Kamara.
And now, Diego Carlos, or whatever his name is.
Diego Carlos and Konza.
Konza
Martinez.
Awful last night. Konza
Martinez.
Awful.
I like Konza, to be fair.
He was all over the place last night.
Yeah.
He just looked like as if he woke up before the game. It was like,
Pedalong's Tyrone Mings, you can't.
Tyrone Mings is awful. I mean, if anyone watched that game and heard the chant through Sky TV, commentators are like trying to shut the chant out, but there's not much drowning out those Leeds fans, to be fair.
Do you remember Charlie Musonda?
Yes, I do. We came back.
Yeah, I remember 1,000 days.
That's
since
crazy.
He last played. Now I was playing still in La Liga, Levante, and I believe he's 25.
He's 25.
Still something like that. He's still only mid-20s.
He's 25.
He's still only mid-20s. He made his comeback at the weekend as well.
He's only 25.
Yeah, he's still only mid-20s.
I feel like he's been around since like FIFA 13.
Yeah, I suppose.
Man, there's no way he's 25.
I swear he's still only mid-20s, you know. But yeah,
He's got to be like 30 at this point.
That was nice to see him make his comeback.
Yeah, 100%.
Because he always had 25?
20. There's no.
Told you.
Someone check his birth certificate.
Well, he's 26 in 2 weeks' time. So still mid-20s.
That's unreal.
So there's that. Sergio Busquets announced to leave Barcelona at the end of the season.
Announced to leave, or is he going to retire?
Announced to leave. He's going. I think he said that he's going to make his decision like majority of players with this sort of stuff after the World Cup.
Which is fair enough.
Which I don't know if he'll be going to the World Cup or not, but it's that mid-season sort of thing, and he's a stat for you then. Sergio Busquets.
I think he's gonna see what sort of offers come in.
Yeah, it'll be apparently David Beckham wants to sign Suarez, Busquets, and Messi to Inter Miami.
Oh God,
that's a wage bill. That's a wage bill.
Especially in America.
But since making his debut for Barcelona in 2008, Sergio Busquets has missed only 14 games due to injury.
14 games
due to injury. He has played 824 games for Barcelona and Spain in that time.
What?
14 games through injury he's missed since 2008. That's mad. That's consistency, and he is, to me, the best CDM the world's ever seen.
He's got to be up there.
Yeah, down to me he is.
If he doesn't get an icon card on FIFA.
We spoke about Haaland earlier, another stat in Haaland. Did you see the quickest to score 3 hat-tricks?
I think this kid is a robot. 8 games, and the next person's like 48 games or something like that.
So you've got Andy Cole, 65 games, Fernando Torres, 64, Van Nistelrooy, 59, Michael Owen, 48, Erling Haaland, 8. He scored 3 hat-tricks in 8 games.
The kid is a monster.
Games.
The kid is a monster. He can't be touched. He physically can't be touched.
That is mental. But yeah.
I mean,
can we just think about what he's going to do during the World Cup? Because Norway aren't there, so
he's literally just going to be winding up that right boot, constantly smashing the top corner.
He's left foot.
Drills. Well, left. Well, exactly. He's training the right foot up as well. Trains the right foot up as well, mate. That's what I'm saying.
It's recharge season for the robot.
Exactly. He just plugs himself into the electrical charge point. Waits until they come back again. He goes, "Oh, we're ready to go." Okay. There's more hat tricks for you. All he has to do is stick out his foot. He scored a goal.
He's going to be training for 5 weeks against Scott Carson.
Scott Carson's going to have many broken fingers by the end of those 5 weeks. But I mean, yeah.
But anything else over the weekend?
Not that I can really think of.
No.
Other than Miguel Almiron should just be on the bottom list.
Don't make any good comments about Miguel Almiron, because you've said some very thoughtful things about Miguel Almiron in his time. And he is still garbage.
He's a bit of a fraud.
He is garbage.
Nah, he's amazing. He's amazing.
No, he's not. But that rounds up CHINWAG.
First ever episode of the CHINWAG.
First ever episode of CHINWAG. We'll do it every week, and we'll post it every week, because this was supposed to start when?
2 weeks ago.
Before the international break. And who forgot to post the first one?
Wasn't me.
Because what?
I labelled the videos, and I just saw the CHINWAG, and I was like, what channel's that for again? I was like, you know what, I'll upload the free transfers and the other one. I forgot what the other one is now.
Not the weekend specific video.
Well, this video is going to go live today.
Is it?
It's going to go live.
Can we trust you on that
4 o'clock today.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
Right. Just double chatting.
That one wraps up. Like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Comment if we've missed anything major, but we try to not miss anything major from the weekend.
Follow our socials as well, TikTok and Instagram. They are below.
Yes. Please. Like the video.
Please, and subscribe, please. We're not begging or anything.
I am.
But yeah, that wraps up today.
Thank you very much for watching.